from the zodiac sign, not only your year have got the zodiac sign. In fact, the month, the day, the hour, you have got different animal sign that is in your chart itself. This is something which is a lot more in depth, okay, into finding out what are we. This day master that I'm going to talk about later, is the element which determine our chart about at least 50 to 55%. Okay, so let's go. All right, now I'm going to share screen with you. Okay, so you can actually download this what we call BaZi Hero. Okay, so this is very user friendly. You can download it, and then maybe Samsung, Android, Oppo phone, you can use this. Okay, so basically you can download this BaZi Hero and find out what element you are. So did you see that, this day master, what is this? This is water. Okay, so water itself. So the rest of the element, each of the element actually have got their own meanings to it. However, for this day master, this is the word that you got to find out what you are. So basically, you just need to key in your date of birth, and you will be able to find out what is your day master. Okay, so these are a little bit more complex already, so I'll just probably skip this first. So for wood element, who are the wood element? So wood people are Richard Branson, Li Ka-shing, some of the famous singer in Taiwan, Hong Kong, Jackie Chan, Jackie Chong, we have got Fei Wong, we got Jay Chow, that is a wood element. Okay, so for wood element, are they good this year? Of course. Okay, so if you're a wood element, this year, what is it? It's a water tiger. So water would supplement you, and wood itself is your same companion, is your army. So this year itself, these people will be able to grow things. This element itself would be able to help you. This year itself is a resources year for this kind of wood people. So this is a year where you grow new things. You go into an arena that's probably that you have not done before, and yet you can do well in this kind of year. Okay, this kind of resources here is as good as we going to the university. Going to university, we're going to do so many assignments, we're going to write theses, we're going to do so many projects, but it's fantastic for our future. Okay, so this year itself, even though you were to encounter any difficulties, it's okay. It is a year for you to grow. Okay, so this is for wood personality people. So remember, where do we find whether are you wood, are you water, are you fire? It based on the day, that word itself. Okay, so let me share with you the other element is fire. So what is fire? So fire, you will straight away know that these people, they are super passionate. They are very they are usually leaders. Okay, so we have got Nelson Mandela, we have got Steve Jobs, we have got Tom Hanks, we have got Paris Hilton, Taylor Swift, Hitler, and one very famous Chinese actress, Fan Bingbing. So these people are born leader, very creative and very passionate people. All right, so this is fire, and fire is actually categorized into Yang Fire or Yin Fire. So this here itself, what does that mean? It means that it's water. So first half of this year, which is a water element, we have got to take note of our business dealings, investments, okay? Because this year itself, water, what does water do to fire? It kind of splashes, okay? So when it splashes, there can be obstacles, inevitable obstacles that is coming into your way. So you just have got to be exceptionally careful. So if you are a fire female, okay, you have got to avoid a female counterpart this year. Okay, so if you are a fire element and you're a young person, if you're a male, then you have got to take note of a male energy that might work against you. Okay, so it's a little bit complex because in terms of BaZi itself, there's really a lot of layers of analysis that we have got to do. Before we advise you who are good and who is not good for you, and especially let's say you are in the middle of house searching, the position of the stove, the position of the main door, the position of the bed where we're sleeping, the position of our work desk, are all super duper important. We cannot use directions which is against our own chart. Okay, let's say for example you found out that you are of a fire element. If the main door is north, it rules water. Oh, that means the main door is always going against you. When you go in, day out, day in, day out, there's a lot of obstacles and objections. Okay, so very importantly that we got to find out what is the good directions that will suit your chart and your partner's chart. Okay, so the next one, let me share the screen again. So the next element would be our earth element. So what is the earth element? So let's go again. So earth itself, down to earth, very straightforward. We have got people like Mark Zuckerberg, Obama, Hillary Clinton, Chow Yun-fat, and a prime minister, our ex-prime minister, Mr. 𝐏𝐫𝐸𝐞𝐿. So these people are very magnanimous. They can enjoy very good fortune, down to earth, diligent, forgiving. Okay, so this year itself is water. First half is water. It's fantastic for earth people. Okay, so earth people, that means I mentioned is the day master itself. Okay, so what happened? So this year itself, last 2 years for earth people is very, very challenging. You will face a lot of like unhappiness, or things that goes against your way. But finally, the wait is over. This is your year to make that money. Okay, so no holidays this year, purely work, and make sure that you set out your foundation for this 2 years, because in 2024, that year itself is a year where it's challenging for you. So please do not waste your energy this year. Okay, so go all the way out and make the money. So what is Meta? Meta this year, do you think it's good for Meta? So what is Meta afraid of? So basically Meta is afraid of water. So this year, if there are like water influences, first 6 months of water, you need to make sure that you do not spend unnecessarily. You do not invest, into something which is totally out of your comfort zone. Go into a career partnership with something that you don't know. Okay, so this is not a year for you to venture out. It's not a year for you to venture into new arena. Okay, but second half of the year, because it's wood element. So what is wood element itself? So this is the time where you can start looking into business ventures. So when I say first half of the year, what does that mean? It means February to August. Okay, so this is how we dissect out in the lunar calendar. So the second half meaning August to next year, February. Okay, or wherever is the Chinese New Year. Okay, because the year itself, it always change. All right, and what else? So for the next element is water. So who are water? You'll be very intrigued to find out that, wow, actually there are a lot of superstars. They are actually of a water element. Okay, so let me just share with you, like, who are they? Fantastic, there's so many. Jack Ma, we have got Andy Lau, we have got Microsoft, Bill Gates, we've got Tom Cruise, Warren Buffett, Katy Perry, Jackie Chan. These are strategies, super efficient, super intelligent. So water, it basically just flows like water, right? So, this year itself, water versus water, that means you will be able to encounter even more people of your same mindset, of your same caliber to work together. Okay, but sometimes when water and water comes together, it can also mean competitor. Okay, so you're gonna make sure that you are always above your competitors. Make sure that you do more homework, do more researches, give more value added services, So I hope that, this would help you. Okay. And second half of the year, can you remember what is it again? It's wood. Yes. So for wood itself, second half, you have to be more cautious about your business dealings, about your, how should I put it, your investment, because second half itself, it is more like a farming year for you. What does that mean? That means you will probably invest in something, but eventually you will have returns. It's just like, for example, we are like building a condo. Okay, like what is building construction? Building construction is like we have got huge capital outlay. We have got to put in a lot of capital. We have got to put in lots of effort. Okay, but without going through the construction phase, we will never be able to TOP. We'll never be able to see the completion of the buildings, right? So for water people, this year itself, second half of this year will be a farming, seeding, planting period for you. Okay, so even though if you don't really see a lot of immediate results, don't feel disheartened. Okay, just carry on and you'll be able to see the results. Okay, all right. So I hope that with all this itself, it will be helpful in how you maneuver for this year. Okay, and we have got some lucky winners. Okay, thank you very much for registering for this seminar, because our team have actually chosen 5 lucky winners of you that I will give you a specific short readings. Okay, so the very first one, you are very lucky today, so it's Edgardo. So you're born in 1958, August 15. So that will make you, let me see. Okay, let me go to your charts. So usually you can use BaZi Hero, to find out what is your element. Okay, so you are a young wood element. Congratulations. So this year is a good year for you, because for the past 2 years are all metal. So metal will kind of like chop you down. Maybe investment and stuff, it will be a tough year for you. Okay, so good news. So this year itself, you'll be able to recuperate, like the losses, maybe investment, people, if you run a company, that can be like casualty in a company, which is very inevitable. So last year, you don't need to feel disappointed, of whatever that happened last year, because, it is more like a spring cleaning in your life. Okay, so thank you for the matter in a way. A lot of times it depends on our mindset. Things can, you lose some people, these people can be the element where you just have to do a spring cleaning so that you can pave way for the upcoming new year. Because the upcoming new year is water year. So this year, it will be a year where it will bring you good manager, good salespeople, so fantastic for you. Okay, so this year itself, the colors that you need to use would be green color, blue color, black color. You got to avoid using white, because white, you're born in the autumn where there's abundance of metal, cold energy. So reduce, like metal element. Okay, so for you guys, avoid buying a house where the main door faces west. Okay. All right, the next lucky one will be Ruth. Okay, so Ruth, you're born in 1992, 30th of June. Okay, so that makes you a Yin Fire, born in summer. Congratulations, your chart is pretty good. So for fire people, it will be fantastic if you were to, be in like a technology firm, digital platforms, in tech startup companies, in F&B business, in marketing. Okay, so next year itself, it's big water, there's a young water. So this year itself, you may feel a little bit caged up. Okay, but you have enjoyed good fortune for the past 2 years in a way. Yeah, so last year's matter is all your money. So now, before Chinese New Year, this month itself is a metal month. So make full use of this metal month before you ride into the new year. Okay, so fire, you're born in summer. So what are the good colors for you? It will be white color. Red color is okay, but white is the best. Yeah. So white color will be able to like neutralize the abundance of fire that you have in you. Okay. So do not do any business dealings between like when the sun is setting, which is like 4 to 7 o'clock. Okay. So this year itself is a year that you might find your Mr. Right. So if you're already married, this is a year where you will find that your relationship with your husband, can get a little bit better. Okay, but this can, because it's a husband year, this can also means that there can be somebody, another guy that is coming into your life. So if you're single this year, you can meet the Mr. Right. Okay, but you got to make sure that you got to check his date of birth to make sure that it is compatible to you. Okay, so yeah, so good job. So save whatever money that you have, because for the next 2 years are all water element. Okay, but this water element, it encompasses some wood at the end on the second half of the year. So capitalize second half rather than the first half. Okay, so use the good colors and your directions. If you were to purchase a house, it will be east and south. Okay. All right, the next lucky registrant would be Sandra. So it's 1972, December 10th. Okay, so this will make you a yin wood. So yin wood, you're like a flower, beautiful flowers, detail, and like very innovative, very creative. So you can go into fashion line, you can go into education, you can go into medical field. So these are good for you. Okay, so East itself is fantastic. And this year, will be definitely a much better year for you than 2021. Okay, so 2021, you're being chopped off. So this year is a year where you start to grow again. Okay, and it's your ultimate match here. So which means you will be able to probably meet the love of your life. Okay, so this year, good luck is in store in your chart. Okay, so the lucky colors, you need to use yellow, green color, and some blue color is okay. A little bit of pink is fine. So you don't need white or red. Okay, you don't really need like a fire or a metal element. Yeah. So the other one is Joveline. Wow, what a nice name. Okay, so you're born in 1966, 24th of December. Yeah. So that will make you a Yin Fire as well. Okay, so this Yin Fire in your chart itself, uh, your money is on top, is on the heavenly branch. So what does that mean? This means that you got to keep your money. And furthermore, this year itself is a year of water. So there can be some financial losses if you're not careful. Okay, so make sure that whatever investment that you're thinking of, make sure that you do not be impulsive, in making decisions. Okay, right. And this year itself, take care of legal disputes, or any try to avoid confrontations with anyone. Okay, so because this year is a year, it's better that you lie low, because you're this little candle. This Yin Fire is born in winter. So winter, there's abundance of water element already, and this year, if it is water, this might be this might go against your chart. So this year, use a lot of green color, use a lot of red color. Okay, so the last one, we have got Justin. I hope I got your pronunciation of your name right. Okay, so born in 1987, October 2nd. So that will makes you a big wood. So what is this big wood? So big wood itself, like you're like Li Ka-shing, you're really like, you make things happen. Okay, so but it's just that your big wood is born in autumn. So what is autumn? So autumn is the element, is a season where the leaf starts falling. Okay, so you got to replenish yourself. So what would help you? Water. Okay, so congratulations, this year you would have a good year for the first half. So that would means February all the way to August, okay? But second half of this year, what is happening is that it kind of clash with your spouse palace. So if you're already married or if you're single, this is not the year to get married. Okay. This is not the year to go into new business partnership. This is not the year to start up something new at the second half of the year. So you have got to be exceptionally careful, especially when it comes to romance context. If you're already married, avoid divorce. Okay. So you got to make sure that you do not be try to adopt the problem solving mentality. Yeah. So try not to find fault with your partners or your bosses or your colleagues. So normally we just look into the plus point, like the positive sign of our business partnership, of our partners, our lover, our wife. Okay, because when this year itself, when it clashes, there can be some disagreement between family members or especially with your spouse. Okay, so very important. We got to take note of the energy. All right. And oh dear, I'm running over time. Okay, but I would like to share the last part with you. Okay, so a very quick recap. Know your auspicious color. Okay, so if you're wood element, use green color and east. If you're fire, use red, pink, and orange. If you're earth, use yellow earth tone colors. Metal, white, gray, gold, silver. Water, blue, and black. Okay, so your directions. If you're a fire personality, use south. If you're a wood, you can use east. Okay, if you're earth, you can use the central position. But take note, just here the central position of the household, of the offices, is a position that you may have could avoid. Okay, so if you're this year focus on the southern part. So metal is west, so water is north. All right, and so right. Okay, so thank you very much, Property Access. I'm really, really very privileged to be here to be talking to all of you. Okay, so if you have got any questions or if you want to engage, a private consultation for 2022, you are most welcome. All right. So this is my Instagram page. If you're free, you can just drop me a DM, or you can WhatsApp these two numbers to make a booking. All right. So remember the +65 in the front. So it's 90606373 or 93681333. Okay. So periodically I'll be like putting up, some pointers of the things that you need to take note of, every month. Okay. So do tune in to my Instagram page. And last but not least, I'm really grateful to Property Access. Thank you, Sheila, and thank you, Jello. You have been like amazing, since last year. We have such a wonderful collaboration, So, and I really, really thank all of you so much, So thank you for giving me your time for the past 1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay, so I hope that this water tiger year, you can tide through them very smoothly and make it the best year of your life. Okay, so those who are looking for real estate, for property, make sure you check your chart and to make sure that the facing of the household, as I mentioned, main door, the work desk direction, the bed where you're sleeping at, the stove where you're cooking, yeah, and then and also the bedroom position. Okay, so these are a few pointers that we have got to take note of and make sure that it is of the correct directions. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody. I hope I will be able to see you next year. And if you ever come to Singapore, you can come and visit me. Or if one day when I go to Philippines, I hope that, we can see, all the beautiful people, behind this talk, in person. All right. So thank you very much, everybody. May God bless you and have a wonderful year ahead. Thank you very much. I see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful session, Venus. Wow, I did not expect to find out so much from just a person's birth date. Unfortunately, we have to bid farewell to our guests tonight. And as we close today's program, we hope that you have gained clarity in terms of your plans of actions this year. And I, together with the Property Access team, truly look forward to your success in your real estate ventures. Here are some reminders before you go. For a private consultation with Venus, follow her on Instagram through the handle Wang-Lysiak and contact her on WhatsApp through these numbers. Please do also follow our social media. On Facebook, that's Property Access Philippines, and on Instagram, that's @PropertyAccessPH.